Europa Park has been voted one of the best theme parks in the world for so many years, and I had the very grateful opportunity to go there just yesterday, would you believe, for their winter/Christmas event, and guys, I absolutely loved it. This park is just incredible, and this is going to be my review for Europa Park in Rust in Germany. Let's go. But first, how did I get there? First, we drove from England to Zurich.
Say what?
Met up with my uncle, had Christmas, and then thought, hang on, Europa Park's open in December, let's go to Europa Park. And so we did. Great story. So now that that's out of the way, let's get on with the actual review. I spent one day at Europa Park. Even though our trip wasn't as long as I would have liked it to be, we still had a fantastic time at this park. And I first really want to talk about the overall atmosphere and the theming. The theming is so immersive. This is the best park that I've ever been to. As I've said, I've not been to many, but it's just so on point. Like, for example, the Switzerland area, you're walking down this street, there's Swiss flags everywhere, the buildings are really close together, there's a cobblestone path. There was actually even a lint shop there, which was quite nice. We didn't actually go in, but it was quite nice. And yeah, other areas like that include France, which has Eurosat Can-Can coaster, which was actually one of my favourite roller coasters there because it was so immersive, and I love the soundtrack to that. That was redone some time ago, I can't remember how long ago, but it was redone. And in that area you also have Silver Star, which is my personal number one actually at the moment. There you go, I've said it, it is better than Icon and Nemesis, just because of the airtime, but I'll get around to Silver Star later. You also have areas like Iceland, which is home to Woden, a huge GCI Woody, and Bluefire, which is a Mack launched roller coaster. And I think I should talk about Bluefire and Woden. Woden was very good. It actually places in my top 5 at the moment. I should really do another top 10 video because let's admit the old one was not that good, and plus it's been changed around quite a lot since then. But Woden, very fast paced. I did only get to ride it in the first and second row, but it was still really good. A very good wooden roller coaster, my personal favourite Woody ever. Bluefire was a little bit underwhelming, but I'll talk through it in my actual review that I'm going to make. But it was forceful at times, but just not as good as Icon in my opinion. Onto another area you have is the Scandinavian area, which at Christmas was so beautiful. Like, there was trees everywhere, and they were all lit up as well. They weren't just placed there for purposes that I can't explain, but they were so well done. Like, it looked like snow, there was snow machines everywhere. You could even go ice skating at Europa Park, which I personally didn't know about that, so if I had more time, if I spent 2 days there, I would have definitely done that. But it's just so well done. The whole park as a whole is incredible. The only problem I have at the moment is on rides even, like their bobsled coaster, where they didn't give you bins. Now, on rides like Silver Star, Bluefire and Woden, you do get bins on the other side of the station, which really helps. But on rides like, what was it? It's like a Wild Mars kind of coaster, I can't remember the name. Anyway, you had to keep your bags on you, which I guess does speed up operations. But seriously, I didn't have the best time with my bag on the ride because basically I sat down, right, pulled the harness on this bobsled coaster, I can't remember the name, and there's a bar that goes down, and my rucksack was actually underneath the bar, and I didn't know about it, but it turned out that I had a Coke can, And when that bar came down, the Coke can exploded. And I came up with a soggy rucksack and I was like, oh no, that's not too good, is it? Anyway, that's the only complaint I have about Europa Park. The rest of the park is incredible. It's just so well done. Some notable, like, audio experiences that I quite liked was Euromirrors. That had a very, very pleasing soundtrack that really got you in the space-themed mood. Even though it wasn't the best of rides, to be honest, neither did it have the best queue line. I mean, of course you have like this kind of space-related equipment hanging over you, but yeah, the queue line's not that good. The actual ride itself is incredible as you're spinning up. You have the top of a rocket, and there's people up there. It's just so well done. And of course, because it was Christmas when I went, there was like big baubles everywhere, and snowflakes, snow machines, as I've said earlier. It's such a gorgeous atmosphere. And I love the place. This is my #1 theme park at the moment, and for good reason. Although, as I said earlier, I didn't get around to doing the other half of the park, at least that gives me an excuse to come back, you know? And I will be definitely making my way back. Maybe not in the 2020 season because I've got a lot on, but thank you for listening to this review, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Do remember to subscribe, guys, and like this video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.